Hello guys, today we will again discuss some MCQ question from cell biology section for the different type of exams. So let's begin. First question 389. So the first question is the primary and secondary active transport both. Option A, generate energy, generate ATP, use ATP directly. C, include passive movement of glucose molecule. Option D, can move solids against the concentration gradient. So the correct answer will be option D. So the correct answer is option D. Next question number 319. In which method of transport in plasma membrane does not require carrier molecules? Option A, sodium potassium pump. Option B, active transport. Option C, simple diffusion. Option D, facilitated diffusion. So the correct answer is option C. So the correct answer is option simple diffusion. Next question. Which of the following statement are correct? Option A, mitochondria contains DNA. Option the statements are given. So 70s ribosomes occur in prokaryote. Statement 3, ribosomes are not found in protista and monera. Ribosomes are made up of phospholipids and oligosaccharides. So the four statements are given. So you have to choose the correct statements from these four statements. So the correct answer will be option A. Statement 1 and 2 is correct. Mitochondria contains DNA, and 70s ribosomes occur in prokaryote. Ribosomes are not found in protista and monera. This option is not correct because in protista is a eukaryote and monera prokaryotes, but both have the ribosomes. But ribosomes are made up of phospholipids and oligosaccharides. So this option is not correct. So these two options are not correct. 1 and 2 are correct and correct statement. So the correct answer will be 30. Will be the option A. Next question. F1 particles are present in ribosome. Option C, chloroplast. Option B, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Option D, mitochondria. So the correct answer will be the option D. Next question. Which of the following is essential for chlorophyll synthesis? So option A, copper. Option B, iron. Option C, manganese. Option D, magnesium. So the correct answer will be magnesium. So the match, you have to match the column 1 with column B. So the correct answer is endoplasmic reticulum. So the option is the organelles are given, and you have to choose the correct answer. So A, match with 5. Endoplasmic reticulum is associated with detoxification of drugs, and spherosomes is associated with synthesis and storage of lipids. Option C, dictyosomes associated with stack of cisternae. So dictyosome is actually the Golgi bodies in the plants. Peroxisome is associated with photorespiration, and elioplast is associated with storage of uh, oil or fat. So the correct answer is option A. Next question. Which of the following membrane is most abundant within a cell? Endoplasmic reticulum membrane, plasma membrane, Golgi membrane, and nuclear membrane. So the correct answer will be option A, endoplasmic reticulum. Next question. Which of the following which of the following is a part of endomembrane system of eukaryotic cell? So option peroxisomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, and Golgi complex. Which of the following is a part of endomembrane system of eukaryotic cells? So the correct answer will be D. Golgi complex is the endomembrane system, part of endomembrane system in eukaryotes. Spherosome. Next question. Spherosomes content lipid reserves, cellulose reserves, protein reserves, both protein and lipid reserves. So the correct answer is lipid reserves. So next question. Question number 398. Shaft of cilia contains a semi-fluid matrix in which there is a supporting structure called hub, supportis, or axoneme and triplet fiber. So the correct answer will be option B. Axoneme will be the correct answer. Next question. Plasmodesmata are locomotory structures, connection between adjacent cells, and lignified cemented layers between cells, and membranes connecting the nucleus with plasma membrane. So the correct answer is option B. The plasmodesmata connect to adjacent cells. So the correct answer is option B. Next question. Middle lamella is composed mainly of hemicellulose, calcium pectate, muramic acid, phosphoglyceride. So these option muramic acid is not correct, hobe na. Phosphoglycerides is not also correct, and hemicellulose and calcium pectate. So between these option, the correct answer will be the option C, calcium pectate. Next question. The cytoskeleton is made up of callose deposits, cellulose microfibrils, proteinous filaments, calcium carbonate granules. So you have to choose the correct answer from among these four options. So the correct answer will be proteinous filaments. Next question. The plasmolysis is the result of diffusion, endosmosis, option B, exosmosis, option D, reverse osmosis. The correct answer is endosmosis. Next question. Oh, sorry, this option is not correct. The option B will be the correct, exoosmosis. Next question. Uh, the During endocytosis, the cell engulfs the internalizes material using its membrane. The cell enable the extracellular digestion of large molecule. Option C, the cell divides its cytoplasm during mitosis. Option D, the cell digests itself. So the correct answer is option A. The cell engulfs and internalize material using its membrane. So the option A will be the correct answer. Next question. Option A, in sodium potassium pump of active transport, there is a only efflux of sodium ion, efflux of sodium and influx of potassium, influx of sodium and efflux of potassium, influx and efflux of sodium only. So the correct answer is option B will be the correct answer. Next question. The diagram question. So the rough endoplasmic reticulum in cell synthesized a protein which would be later used in building the plasma membrane, but it is observed that the protein in the membrane is slightly different from the protein made in the endoplasmic reticulum. The protein was probably modified in another cell organelle. So identify the organelle in the given diagram. So 4 organelles A, B and C and D are given, so you have to choose the correct option. So from this for this question, the correct answer will be option C. Next question. Question. A RBC and a plant cell thick cell wall are placed in distilled water. The solute concentration is the same in both cells. What changes would be observed in them? The plant cell would increase in size and burst, while the RBC would remain about the same size. Both plant cell and RBC would decrease in size and collapse. Both plant cells and RBC would not undergo any change. Option D, the RBC would increase in size and burst, while the plant cell would remain about the same size. So the correct answer will be option D. Next question. Analyze the following pairs and identify the correct option given. Chromoplast, leucoplast, amyloplast and alluroplast and elioplast. So from chromoplast contain pigments other than chlorophyll. Leucoplast divide of any pigment. These two option is correct. Amyloplast store protein, this is not correct. Alluroplast store oil and fat, this also not correct. Elioplast, this also not correct. So option 3. So here the question asks, analyze the following pairs and identify the correct option. So here 1 and 2 is the correct. So 1 and 2 is the correct matching. So the correct answer will be the option D for this question. Question number 417. So next question. Which of the following structure between two adjacent cells in an effective transport pathway? So the correct answer will be the option B, plasmodesmata. The main arena of various types of activities of a cell is so nucleus, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and mitochondria. So the correct answer is option B, cytoplasm. Next question: sodium potassium pump in a cell is an example of active transport. So the next question: simultaneous movement of two molecules across a membrane in the same direction is known as symport. So the correct answer is symport. Next question: the plasma membrane consists mainly of phospholipid embedded in protein bilayer. This option is not correct. Protein embedded in the phospholipid. This option is correct. Protein embedded in a carbohydrate bilayer. This is option not correct. Protein embedded in a polymer of glucose molecule. So this option is not correct. So the correct answer is option B. The protein always embedded inside the phospholipid bilayers. This is the bilayer. If this is bilayer, then protein always embedded like inside this inside the lipid. Next question: which of the following has its own DNA? So lysosome don't have any DNA, dictyosome also don't have DNA, peroxisome also don't have DNA. So the correct answer is mitochondria have its own DNA. So the next question: mature erythrocytes cannot utilize glucose because they lack enzyme, mitochondria, nucleus, and Golgi complex. So the correct answer is they don't have nucleus. If they don't have nucleus, then they don't have any capacity or capability to synthesize any DNA, because nucleus have inside its then usually nucleus have DNA inside them. Next question: an elaborate network of filamentous proteinaceous structure present in cytoplasm which helps in maintenance of a cell shape is called thylakoid, plasma lemma, endoplasmic reticulum, and cytoskeleton. An elaborate network of filamentous proteinaceous structure present in cytoplasm which helps in maintenance of cell shape. So the cytoskeleton will be the correct answer. Even next question: which of these is wrongly match? Chloroplast, chlorophyll. This option is correct. Elioplast. This option is not correct. Chromoplast, carotenoids. This option is correct. Amyloplast, carbohydrate. This option is correct. Erythroplast, correct. So the wrongly match option is wrongly match option B will be the correct answer. Next question: disappearance of the tadpole tail during metamorphosis is brought about by endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi bodies. Option D, peroxisome. So the correct answer will be option C. Disappearance of the tadpole during the metamorphosis is brought about by lysosome. Next question: the number of microtubule in flagellum include those sharing 3 protofilament in each others. So the correct answer will be B. Option B will be the correct answer. Next question, diagram of ultrastructure of plant cell is given ahead. Identify the function of the organelles labeled with A, B, C, D, E. So the correct answer in this question will be, so I zoom out the question, you see the diagram, and I read the options, option A, option B, option C, and option D also given. So now read the option 3 A, B, C. So option number B will be the correct answer. Next question, example of an oxidative organelle is. So 4 options are given: ribosomes, peroxisomes, Golgi, and endoplasmic reticulum. So the the correct answer is C, peroxisome. Next question, quantosomes is a unit related to photosynthesis will be the correct answer. Next question, zone of exclusion surrounds nucleus, lysosome, centriole, and Golgi apparatus. So the zone of exclusion is surrounds Golgi apparatus. Next question, glycocalyx is associated with nucleolus, plasma membrane, nucleus, nucleosome. So the plasma membrane will be the correct answer. Next question, the term lipochondria was suggested for. Option C will be the correct answer. Ribosomes. Next question, ribosomes were first observed under electron microscope as dense particle by. So 4 options are given. So the correct answer will be option C, George Pallades. Next question, elioplast store protein. Next question, elioplast store fats, aleuroplast store proteins. Next question, which of the following components help in building up plasma membrane? Protein, vitamin, lipids, not correct. Protein and lipid, this is also not correct. Lipid, mineral, protein, this is also not correct. Option D will be the correct answer, because plasma membrane is composed of protein, lipid, as well as carbohydrates. So the correct answer is option D. Next question, the structural lipids of cell membrane. Structural lipids of cell membrane: steroid, chromolipids, simple lipids, phospholipids. So the phospholipid will be the correct answer. Next question, important site for formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. So the correct answer is Golgi apparatus. Next question, peptide synthesis inside a cell take place: ribosomes, mitochondria, chloroplast, and chromoplast. So peptide synthesis inside a cell take place in, so the ribosome will be the correct answer. So the next question, the rough endoplasmic reticulum in the cell are because of the presence of mitochondria associated with endoplasmic reticulum. This is not correct. Ribosomes on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, this is correct. Volutin granules on the surface, this is also not correct. Sulfur granules on the surface of reticulum, this is also not correct. So the correct answer is option B. Next question, the Golgi apparatus is found only in animals. This is not correct. Is found prokaryotes. It's correct. This is a site of rapid ATP production. No, this is not correct. Modified and packaged protein. So the correct answer will be the option D. But this option is true, but it also present found in eukaryotic cell. So the found in prokaryotic and eukaryotic both cells. So that's why this option is also not correct. This also not correct. So the correct answer is next question. Phagocytosis and pinocytosis are collectively called endocytosis. And option question number 434, a plant cell becomes turgid due to endoosmosis. So the correct answer is endoosmosis. So the next question, consider the following statement and choose the correct option. So correct answer, the endomembrane system includes plasma membrane, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, lysosome, and vacuole. So this is not correct. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in transport of substance, synthesis of protein and lipoproteins and glycogens. So ribosomes are involved in protein synthesis. This is correct. Mitochondria help in oxidation, phosphorylation, and generation of ATP. This is also correct. So here option 2, 3, and 4 will be the correct answer. So option A is the correct answer. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, or 4 all are correct statement. Next question. Which one of the following is not considered as part of the endomembrane system? So vacuole is not considered as the part of the endomembrane system. Next question, which of the following is not a cell inclusion? Vacuoles, starch crystal, and fat droplet. So the vacuole will be the correct answer. Next question, which one of the following human cells do not contain mitochondria? Nerve cells, liver cells, red blood cells, and white blood cells. So the correct answer will be option B, red blood cells. Next question, in mitochondria, protons accumulate in the matrix, inner membrane, outer membrane, and intermembrane space. So the correct answer will be option intermembrane space. Ribosomal RNA is actively synthesized in nucleolus will be the correct answer. Next question, the correct sequence of cell organelles during photorespiration. So the correct answer is option C, chloroplast, mitochondria, and peroxisome. Next question, what is true about ribosome? Prokaryotic ribosome are, this is for ATS, and S is stand for sedimentation coefficient. So this is not correct. These are composed for ribonucleic acid and protein. These are self-splicing introns of some RNAs, and these are found only in eukaryotic. So this is option not correct. This option is not correct. The correct option is option B. Next question. Select the correct statement from the following regarding cell membrane. So the correct answer is option D. Fluid mosaic model of a cell was proposed by Nicholson and Singer. Which one of the following criteria does not pertain to facilitate transport? Aphil transport, high selectivity transport, saturation, and requirement of special membrane protein. So the correct answer will be option A. Next question. Which one of the following organelle in figure correctly match with its function? So next question, the correct answer will be option C, because this is endoplasmic reticulum and these are the ribosome, and it is all ribosome is associated with protein synthesis. So the correct answer will be rough endoplasmic, and it is also. Next question. Golgi complex plays a major role. Energy transferring organelles, this is option not correct. In digestion protein and carbohydrate is also not correct. Post translation modification of protein and glycosidation of lipids. So the correct answer is option C. And in trapping the light and transforming it into chemical energy, it also not correct. It is the function of chloroplast. Next question. Lysosomes are produced by leucoplast, mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum. So the correct answer is option B, Golgi complex. Next question. Plasmodesmata are usually observed between sieve tubes and bast fiber, trachea and phloems, sieve tubes and companion cells, xylem and parenchyma, and xylem fiber. So the correct answer will be option C, sieve tubes and companion cells. Next question. The photorespiration, the glycine enters from option B, peroxisome to mitochondria. Next question. Read the question and I'll tell. Movement of cilia and flagella due to presence of dynein, central sheath, radial spokes, singlets, microtubules. So the correct answer will be option dynein. Option A will be the correct answer. Next question. Next question. Quantosomes occur on the surface of thylakoids will be the correct answer. Where does the synthesis of ATP in the mitochondria take place? So, correct answer will be option B, upon Christie. Next question. You have to match the following and select the correct answer. So the centriole is correctly matched with option 4, chlorophyll, thylakoid, Christie enfolding of mitochondria, ribozyme is nucleus. So the correct answer will be the option A. Option A will be the correct answer. Next question. The osmotic expansion of a cell kept in water is chiefly regulated by plastids, ribosomes, vacuoles, and mitochondria. So the correct answer will be the vacuoles. Next question. Solid linear cytoskeletal elements having a diameter of 6 nanometer and made up of single type of monomer are known as lamins, microfilaments, microtubules, intermediate filaments. So the correct answer is option C, microfilament will be the correct answer. Next, choose the matched one. So Vibrio rod-like bacteria, mesosomes helps in cell wall formation. This is not mesosome help in cell wall formation and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, synthesis of lipid. So and these are not matching and these also not matching. So the only B and C correctly match. So the B and C will be the correct answer. Next question. Which of these organelles does not contain ribosomes? Rough endoplasmic reticulum also contain ribosomes. Chloroplast have its ribosome. Golgi apparatus don't have ribosome. Mitochondria have ribosomes. So the does not have. So only 3 will be the correct answer. Golgi apparatus don't have any ribosome. So the correct answer is Okay, let's begin again. Start again. So next question: which of these are not property of facilitated transport? Require special option A requires special membrane proteins, highly selective half-field transport, require ATP energy. So this is not correct. So option D, B, option E already discarded. Highly selected, this also discarded, this also discarded. So the correct answer is option C. Next question: axoneme is a structure associated with both cilia and flagella. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is actively involved in lipid synthesis, hormone synthesis, protein synthesis, and carbohydrate synthesis. So rough endoplasmic is actively associated with protein synthesis. Perinuclear space is present in nucleus, cytoplasm, Golgi apparatus, and endoplasmic reticulum. So the correct answer option A, nucleus. Acetylation of pyruvate take place in Christie F1 particles, perimitochondrial space, or option D, mitochondrial matrix. So option D will be the correct answer. Next question: which of the following store proteins? So the correct answer is aleuroplast. Next, the primary cell wall is mainly made up of option pectin. The primary cell wall is mainly made up of pectin. The correct sequence of organelles in which glycolate and glyoxylate are produced sequentially in photorespiration. So the correct answer will be option B. Next question: the principal function of Golgi apparatus is option D will be the correct answer. Packaging of materials. When concentration of solutes is low in plant cells, the absorption of water is retarded, normal, and increase and absent. So the correct answer is retarded. Next question: in which organelles the genome system is autonomous? Mitochondria and chloroplast, ribosomes and chloroplast, mitochondria and ribosomes, Golgi bodies and ribosomes. So the correct answer is option D. Next question: the type of transport taking across biomembrane without the help of protein. Simple diffusion will be the correct answer. And next question: 70S ribosomes occur in bacteria, mitochondria, and chloroplast. So the correct answer will be the all of these. Mitochondrial porins are located in outer membrane, inner membrane, intermembrane space, and both outer and inner membrane. So the correct answer will be option A. Question 472. The structures that are formed by stacking of organized flattened membranous sacs in the chloroplast, which is called grana. Next question. Select the correct matching in the following pairs. So, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, oxidation of phospholipid, smooth endoplasmic synthesis of protein, rough endoplasmic, this is also not correct. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, this is also not correct. So the correct answer will be the B. Next question. Which one of the following is not inclusion body found in prokaryotes? So the correct answer will be polyzomes. Next question. The nuclear envelope is derivative of microtubule membrane of Golgi complex, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So the correct answer is option C. Cytochromes are found in lysosome, matrix of mitochondria, cristae of mitochondria, outer wall of the mitochondria. So cristae of mitochondria will be the correct answer. So which of the following cell organelle is excluded from endosystem? Vacuoles, mitochondria, lysosomes, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum. So and the mitochondria is excluded from the endomembrane system. So match the column A, column B, column 2 and choose the correct combination of answer. So rough endoplasmic reticulum is associated with synthesis of protein, smooth synthesis of lipid, mitochondria, aerobic respiration, and Golgi apparatus synthesis of glycoprotein. So if you match A 4, B 3, C 2 and D 1. So the D will be the correct answer. Which one of the following statement about plasmolysis is or are not correct? Plasmolysis occurs when water moves into the cell. Cells shrink in the hypotonic solution. If the external solution balances the osmotic pressure of cytoplasm, it's said to be isotonic. So the correct answer is C. So option 3 only the correct answer. Next question. FAD. FAD is electron acceptor in the citric acid cycle during oxidation of. So the correct answer will be option A. Succinate to fumaric acid. Next question. TCA cycle. TCA cycle enzymes are located in the mitochondrial matrix. So apoplast is located in the entire cytosol in the plastidial content outside of the plasma membrane on both sides of the plasma membrane. So correct answer will be option C, the outside of the plasma membrane. So the ATP synthesis in the cell requires So a H plus hydrogen ion gradient across the membrane will be the correct answer. Next question, which one of the following is correct for the transmembrane protein in the lipid bilayer? They are absent in the animal. They are act as channel proteins. They are absent in the plant. They are only externally located. So the correct answer is channel protein. Next question, engulfing of solid materials by shell is called pinocyte, active site, autocyte, autolysis, and phagocyte. Phagocyte will be the correct answer. Peroxisome have DNA, centrosome, ribosome, catalase, enzyme. So the correct answer will be option D. Two membrane envelope is found in nucleus, ribosome, chloroplast, mitochondria, nucleus, chloroplast will be the B option will be the correct answer. The which of the below mentioned property is not true with respect to the facilitated transport? So the correct answer will be the option C, aphyl transport. Next question, which of the following sequence is correct for the origin of the lysosome? So endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi, and lysosome. So option A is the correct answer for this question. The elements responsible for the ring structure of the chlorophyll and maintenance of the ribosomes. So the next page I have to go. So option B will be magnesium will be the correct answer. Again the match and identify the correct answer. Thylakoids, flat, stack, membranous, cristae, enfolding in the mitochondria, cisternae is disc-shaped sacs in the Golgi, and chromatin is condensed DNA. So if you match correctly, A matched with 3, B matched with 4, C matched with 1, D matched with 2. So the correct answer is here C. Next question, the cell wall is absent in mycoplasma. Next question, which one of the following are not membrane bound? Vacuoles, lysosome, ribosome, mesosome. So correct answer is option B, ribosomes. Cellular organelles with membranes are nucleus, ribosome, mitochondria. This option not correct. Endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, nucleus. This is also not correct. Lysosome, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria will be the correct answer. So option C is the correct answer. Next question, which part of the cell contains N-acetyl glucosamine? Cell envelope, nucleus, cell wall, and ribosome. The cell wall will be the correct answer. These type of vacuoles contain hydrolases. These type of vacuoles contain hydrolases. Food, Golgian vacuoles, air, and contractile. So correct answer is option A, food vacuoles. Which of the following? Next question, which cell organelle contain cristae? Mitochondria will be the answer. Next question, pectic polysaccharide are present in cytoskeleton, plasma membrane, primary and tertiary cell wall. So the correct answer will be option C. Next question, mitochondria and chloroplast are semi-autonomous organelle. This option correct. Formed by division of pre-existing organelles and they contain DNA but lack protein synthesizing machinery. This is not correct. Next, so both A correct but B false. So the correct answer is option A. Next question. The water soluble pigments found in plant cell vacuoles are called carotenoids, chlorophyll, xanthophylls. Anthocyanin will be the correct answer. Next question, microtubules are constituents of cilia, flagella, peroxisome. No, this is not correct. Spindle fiber, centriole and cilia. So this is the correct answer. Centriole, spindle fiber, chromatin, it also not correct. Centrosome, nucleosome, centrioles is also not correct. So the correct answer is B. Next question, option. Next question, which one of the following cell organelle is enclosed by single membrane? Nuclei have two membrane, chloroplast also two membrane, mitochondria also two membrane. So the lysosome will be the correct answer. Next question, a cell organelle containing hydrolytic enzyme is, so the lysozyme will be the correct answer. So this is the end for this lecture for today. Now we will discuss again next solution.